So the first store that I'm going to be mentioning today is Ocado. Now, one of the things I really like about Ocado is that they do not limit orders. My God, we can all find a great deal, but it doesn't mean you can actually buy enough of it to make it worthwhile. Ocado doesn't stop that. So if you're thinking about buying in bulk, then Ocado is a store you should be looking into. Now, aside from that, they are also offering free delivery, but the big caveat here is that it's applicable only for certain times of delivery, which is usually free shipping at night, i.e. like 8 p.m, 9 p.m. You won't be able to use it for a prep center like us, but what you will be able to do is if you're shipping it to your house, that could be something that really works. So do think about that. Now, aside from, the advantages of sourcing from Ocado, you might also want to consider some of the cons, which is basically that booking a delivery slot can be difficult. It's because they're so in demand and they have limited delivery. Now, in addition to that, they also have a shipping cost of £5 per delivery, which does add up if you're doing small orders. But hopefully you're not. You're going to be taking advantage of bulk. And obviously the £5 doesn't really represent very much of the overall profit you're going to generate from that order. Now, what I can advise is, again, buying in bulk and looking for those slots in like the following week. Today, for example, it's January the 11th. Let's have a look at January the 18th. And that is to give them time to prepare. I can laugh at this. We've had, unfortunately, Ocado call us many times, say, hey guys, you've booked an order for tomorrow. We cannot get it ready. We don't have the stock. We're going to cancel the order. So do make sure that you actually give them enough time from order to delivery to get the stock in, especially if you're buying in bulk. You obviously have those products. Top tip there. Now, the second store that I want to recommend for you is Tesco. Now, as you might all know, Tesco is a popular store that sells grocery items. And with that said, most of these products, they're going to be consumable, FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, and people are just going to buy them. And in addition to that, what you can also do with Tesco is apply for their Tesco Club Card or Tesco membership, and that gives you discounts, incentives once you become a member. So do look into that as well. Now, what I will say is also there are some struggles that we face in that store, one of which has been, products, having quantity limits. So if you are looking to buy in bulk, this could be a problem for you because they do limit it. So just like Ocado, the one thing I will say about Tesco is that actually booking delivery slots, again, can be quite difficult. You do keep an eye on that. That's one of the cons I'd probably say of looking on Tesco. Now, what I will say is when sourcing for products in Tesco, is that when you're on checkout at the checkout page, and top tip here, make sure you untick that box which says product substitution. Why? Because what happens is if your product that you want to order, i.e. the profitable one, is not available, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to substitute it for something else. And since our business model, we have to exactly match the product, that substitution will not work because it's a mismatch. And obviously, you're going to have to deal with the returns, etc. #nightmare. So make sure you untick that substitute product. Now, the third store on my list I really recommend for you is Wilko. I love Wilko. Now, one of the things which I will say about Wilko is that, if you spend at least £100, you can get free shipping. Now, with that being the case, obviously that's going to save fees and also give you more profits. And bulk buying is good. We should be bulk buying. In addition to that, Wilko also comes with cashback that you can reduce your cost of goods. So if you don't know what cashback is, by the way, basically this is a way of getting money off the products you buy, basically by getting cashback after you've purchased them. So just be aware it's after purchase, not before. Now, if you want to know more about cashback and obviously how that works, what I'll do is I will drop a video up here called How to Make More Money Using Cashback. And that's a great video. Trust me, I think we do probably over £1,000 a month on cashback alone. You're going to love that. Now, alongside, the good things about Wilko is that there are a few issues. Now, they limit the number of orders, i.e. if you print, if you order a printer, you can only add 1 or 2 in your basket. So you've just got to be mindful that they are limiting that. Now, in addition to that, also as well, if you do spend less than £100, you are going to have to pay their shipping fee, and that is £4. So just be mindful of that as well. Now, what I would advise for you is to make use of the advantage of the free shipping and as much as possible spend that £100. Bulk buy, and that is going to give you free shipping and obviously give you better profits. Now, the fourth store that we source in, and this is called Waitrose. Again, another grocery retailer in the UK. And what I will say about this store is that most of the items sold in Waitrose are basic, they're the day-to-day requirements. That is called FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods. Now, with that being the case, you won't have to worry about your products not selling, since most of these items are just going to be flying off the shelves, quite literally flying off Waitrose shelves onto your Amazon store and then obviously out to the customer as well. Now, with the advent of the products are flying off the shelves, one of the things you've got to be aware of is that with Waitrose, they do limit the maximum number of one item you can buy in the shopping cart to 99. So obviously, whenever you're buying anything, and obviously those products are flying off the shelves, you can only be buying 99 per order. So you've just got to make sure that when you're putting your products in, 99 is the most. And then obviously if you want to buy more, you're gonna have to create a whole new order. So that's something to be aware of. Now, on the other hand, one of the cons of Waitrose is it does have a delivery cost, which is around £3. It's not really expensive, but if you think about, free shipping versus paying for it, obviously £3 we'd like to save, but you are buying in bulk, which does make a big difference. Moreover than that, should we say, like other stores, you do need to book your delivery slot in. Again, it is a grocery retailer, and you've got to get those items delivered. So one of the struggles you might have is that they might not have enough stock in, so just make sure you're giving them enough time between placing the order and delivery. Now, what I will say is that when sourcing for products in Waitrose is that upon checkout, just make sure again you uncheck that box which says product substitute. Again, this is to avoid them sending you a different product, and obviously hence you're not having the same product you want to resell on Amazon. So make sure you say no product substitutions. Write that in the comments. We want to make sure that we're not getting any other products other than the ones that we actually order. Now, I've been talking about grocery retailers predominantly, but the fifth and the final store is someone a little bit different. This is Playmobil. Now, what I love about Playmobil store is that you can buy big volumes of super fast selling items. So as long as you can communicate with them directly. Not only that, but they offer big discounts whenever they have a sale on. So if you are able to and you want to buy cheap products and resell them high on Amazon, then do check out the Playmobil store. I do love it. What I would say is, aside from, as you say, the massive discounts and fast-selling items that Playmobil offers, that there are also, one of the negatives of this is that a lot of people are aware of this supplier, and hence you will probably get a lot of other sellers buying the same products, and obviously there's going to be increased competition for you. So in addition to that, what we've also seen is that Playmobil is only really a good source when there are discounts, and as a result, the general day-to-day Playmobil reseller community is okay. The moment they have a sale on, bang, the number of competition goes up. Now, with that being said, what I would advise you to do is, while there is a lot of competition, there's still money to be made. So do keep checking, the Playmobil offers, the discounts that you can take advantage of it, and obviously make more sales and more profit for you. Not only that, since Playmobil is on toys, also be aware that Amazon does require additional documentation for products like toys to sell. So just be careful, make sure you're ungated. And I think one of the things I will say, while we're talking about beginners here, you want to get ungated in toys and games as soon as possible. That's going to be the one that's probably going to make a big difference to your Amazon business.